Hola a todos, señores y señoras. ¿Cómo estáis? How are you guys? Are you ready for one more Spanish lesson? I hope you are. So, today we will say a few things about los adjetivos y pronombres posesivos, the possessive adjectives and the possessive pronouns, which in fact are words that show what somebody has. So, en español hay dos categorías de palabras que expresan la idea de posesión. A, los adjetivos posesivos y B, los pronombres posesivos. In English, there are two parts of speech that show possession. First, the possessive adjectives, and then the possessive pronouns. Let's see the possessive adjectives, los adjetivos posesivos. Los adjetivos posesivos se colocan antes de un sustantivo con el cual concuerdan en género y número. The possessive adjectives are positioned behind a noun, with which they agree in gender and number. I want to add at this point that lots of los adjetivos posesivos are like they have one form. There's no masculine or feminine, but we'll see that in nosotros y vosotros, there are genders. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Give me a second. I think it's better now. So we see that in red, you see los adjetivos posesivos. And then next to each adjetivo posesivo, we can see a noun, one in masculine, libro, el libro, and one in feminine, casa, que es la casa. Let's see how or if they change. So, for example, let's start with libro, ¿sí? Mi libro, that is my book, yeah? So it doesn't change with feminine nouns. Mi libro, mi casa. My book, my house. But what we see is that when I change the word libro and plural, in plural, libros, casas, I must add an S also on the possessive adjective. So mis libros, my books. It's not our books because there is confusion very often. Mis is my when the noun that it describes is in plural. Mis libros, mis casas, my books, my houses. Then tu libro, your book, tu casa, your house. And for once more here, if my noun is in plural, libros, casas, again I add an S. Tus libros, your books, tus casas, your houses. Yes? And then su libro, su casa. Here we see that there is one word for his, her in English. So su libro can be his book or her book, and su casa, his house or her house is the same. And again, when the noun is in plural, libros, casas, guess what? We add an S. Sus libros, sus casas. And here in nuestro and vuestro is the first time that, except for the plural, we see the gender because we have nuestro para masculinos. Entonces, nuestro libro y nuestra para femeninos. Entonces, nuestra casa. Our book, our house. And guess what happens if the nouns libro y casa son en plural? We add that S, Nuestros libros, our books, nuestras casas, our houses. The same goes with vuestro, because there are two forms, vuestro, vuestra, y vuestros, vuestras, when my nouns are in plural. So, vuestro libro, your book. Vuestra casa, your house. Vuestros libros, your books. Vuestras casas, your houses. And look at that now. The third plural is exactly the same with the third singular. ¿Eh? Su libro, su casa, su libro, su casa. Y sus libros, sus casas. And how do we know when it's plural and when it's singular, when it's his, her, or their? I know because of the information I would probably have had before. Like Tom has a book. His book is red. Tom tiene un libro. Su libro es rojo. So in this example is um, Tom, one person, but I can say Tom and Mary have a book. Tom y María tienen un libro. Their book is red. Su libro es rojo. And so be careful because the plural, when it comes to the possessive adjective, appears not because of the subject, how many they have it, but because of the noun, if it's in singular or plural. And let's get to, vamos a los pronombres posesivos, possessive pronouns. For once more, what they show is that they show who has got something, but in a different way. So, los pronombres posesivos se colocan después del verbo ser o de un sustantivo con el cual concuerdan en género y número. The possessive pronouns are positioned after the verb ser or a noun, and they agree with it, with a noun, in gender and number. So here there's a big mess. So if you try to read those examples, follow the blue for masculine and the red for feminine. So for example, el libro es mío. The book is mine. We see here the possessive pronoun after, as we said, el verbo ser, es mío. O la casa es mía. Eh? And we see in plural that because the article changes in plural, the noun changes, right? The verb changes, s becomes son. We see that also, for once more, we add an s on the possessive pronoun. ¿Eh? El libro o la casa es tuyo, el libro es tuyo, la casa es tuya. The book is yours or the house is yours. I repeat for once more, tuyo, the gender changes because of the noun, not because of the subject. Okay, here, la casa tuya. Okay, los libros, las casas, los libros son tuyos o las casas son tuyas. Este S para formar el plural. Let's check the third person. El libro es suyo. Suyo may mean his or hers in English. So the book is his or hers, or la casa es suya. The house is his or hers. And in plural, for once more, we add an S. And straightly, I want to take you to the third person here, plural, to see that again, the third plural and the third singular are the same. Okay? Now, in plural, el libro o la casa, el libro es nuestro o la casa es nuestra. The book is ours, the house is ours. And in plural, los libros son nuestros o las casas son nuestras. The books are ours or the houses are ours. The same goes with vuestro, vuestra, y vuestros, vuestras. And we explained how it goes with suyo, suya. That is the same for, in reality, his, her, and theirs, and the plural. Okay, the same word, suyo. What I tried to do here, because lots of you speak English, was that I tried to match los adjetivos posesivos con los possessive adjectives in English because they're the same. And what do I see? Again, for the plural, you read the parentheses, the brackets. For the singular, you don't read it. So singular. Mi casa, my house. So mi is mine. Mis casas, my houses. So I have more than one. Tu casa, your house. Tus casas, your houses. Su casa, his, her, its house. Sus casas, his, her, its houses. Nuestra casa, our house. Nuestras casas, our houses. Vuestra casa, your house. Vuestras casas, your houses. Su casa, his, her, its house. Sus casas, his, her, its houses. I repeat, because I know it's confusing. If I have plural, I have it not because of the owners, but because the noun is in plural. Like the same happens with the feminine and masculine. It's the noun that modifies, changes the possessive adjective or the possessive pronoun. And los pronombres posesivos with the possessive pronouns, again, to see the singular, read without the brackets. To see the plural form, read with the brackets. So, for example, la casa es mía. The house is mine. Pero las casas son mías. The houses are mine. And the same logic, la casa es tuya. The house is yours. Las casas son tuyas. The houses are yours. Let's see the third. La casa es suya. So the house is his, hers. But as it happens, we saw it previously with the third person, it may also have the plural meaning, right? So it may mean theirs, for once more. And then nuestra, here because I've used the word casa. La casa es nuestra, the house is ours. Las casas son nuestras, the houses are ours. So we have lots of houses. La casa es vuestra, the house is yours. Las casas son vuestras, the houses are yours. So you have more than one houses. So it's a bit tricky sometimes, but you shouldn't be scared. Go ahead and study this table. I think it will help you. I try to, put things together in the most concrete way I could. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, mi casa es tu casa. ¿Sí? Hasta luego.